live for super long just because this is very loud and clunky. I've already started. I'm going to try to make a couple headbands. I'm very, very low. I do have some kind of started. Again, I'm just trying to make as many as possible all together. So I'm going to try to keep talking while this is going, but if you guys, this is really loud. So let's see. Hold on. I'm going to try to get it started. I do have my attachment on here, my addi attachment. So it does go automatically for me. And again, she's loud. We're going to hand crank this on. But yeah, so tonight I do have a mini road trip tomorrow. My friends and I are going to get tatted, which I'm super excited for. So I figured, there's going to be a couple of us. Who knows how long I'll be out of town for. Again, we're carpooling. So I figured, why not have some stuff that I can work on while I work on everything, while other people are getting tatted or like we're with whomever, I have things I can work on. There's a knot in my yarn. Shocker. Okay. Again, this bag is already started. These, I have headbands that I started. I need to like tag them and stuff. They're already sewn up, but then I do have a few loose ones. These are baby ones. I want to focus on the adult headbands. I need to make both. I need to make baby and adults, but right now specifically, I do need adult. So we're going to work on this. The attachment I have on here, I have the attachment on here. I do need to clean this machine. Don't be mad at me. I literally just oiled it before getting on live. The oil's right here. I know, horrible person. Horrible. I will take the machine apart, show you guys how to clean it, how to put it back together, how to switch out parts. For my smaller addi, the 22 needle addi machine, I actually did need to get a new handle. The crank got messed up when I was trying to put on the attachment. So I just literally bought a brand new crank, because it had that piece that I needed. I think it was like $20 on Amazon. And while I was actually on there today, I was able to I found like this counter, a row counter. My smaller addi, my 22 needle, there's a knot. My 22 needle is actually, let me go back some. The counter doesn't work. I'm sure using the drill and other attachments that aren't supposed to be on there probably messed it up. So I saw that there's like this row counter. I've had multiple types. I've had like the magnet one that you like glue and then it falls off. It's a thing. So I saw one that like I've attached the magnet on the inside here, but then like the piece on the walls, because there's nothing really for it to grip to, even with glue and tape and whatever, it's always falling off. So I want to try what I got. I might put up a link on there sometime later tonight, if not tomorrow. But I'll definitely show you guys sometime in a live. But yeah, right now I'm just trying to crank this out. This one still works. This one is good. Again, I just oiled it. I do need to take it apart and all that good stuff, but I want to record it. I want to make it perfect for you guys, because I remember when I first got this machine a few years back, there weren't really any videos on the market showing you how to use your machine. What's the point of investing on good stuff if you don't know how to take care of it, right? And again, don't do what I do as I say. But yeah, let's see. We have some people watching. Hey, Sarah. Hey, Michelle. How are you girls? I've been trying to go live all day. I'm not even going to lie. I hope it's not super loud. It's about to get a lot louder. I'm going to restart my row counter here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Y'all know I count with my hands for measurements. Daisy, why are you sniffing my yarn? Daisy, y'all know how she is. Again, I want to be careful for the start. I don't want anything to drop. Clunky, y'all. She clunky. Tired AF. Girl, same. I've just been like the job that I have now, it's a lot more physical. It's literally a job. Like I wouldn't say it's my career anymore, but I'm just working physical, labor. And it's exhausting. It's been exhausting my body, and I needed to rest. Like I'm trying to be a lot more disciplined, but it is hard. So hard. I'm making a few changes in my life that can make things simpler for me or easier, but it's hard. You know, I spent the day, what did I do today? I let me know if this is too loud. I have my mic on to try and like cover this woozing sounds. I don't know if that's helping or not. But the morning I slept in, I went to bed fairly late, I'm not gonna lie. I was watching on YouTube. I didn't even know that was a thing. They have like Halloween Town going on right now, like the marathon. So that's super cool. That's on there. I watched all 4 of them. But I was up until like 4, unbeknownst to me. And then, let's see. Volume went. Yeah, this is really loud. And that's one of the main reasons why I didn't want to go live. Okay. I mean, we'll see. I'll keep going because, again, I want to work. Thankfully, the attachment helps me. Like, it does the work for me. I'm not pressing on my drill like I used to, so it does alleviate a lot of the work for me. I'm trying to see if I can get it in frame. But, yeah, I spent the day kind of, like, resting earlier on. What did I do? I did my hair. I'm starting my lock journey. I washed my hair, I retwisted it, so that took most of the afternoon. I ate, and then I've just been watching The Boys, honestly. I know it's bad. I need to edit. I have a video that I'm working on editing that I have not finished. I've been editing the same video for the past month. That's something else I need to work on. Wow. Yeah, my godfather, I'm sorry. One, I'm glad he at least got the surgery, but I'm sorry like he had to kind of do all that. My godfather was my grandmother's partner, almost like a stepdad to my mom. And he fell one time in our shower. She also was getting older too, so we installed the bars, like the safety bars in the shower for them as well. We had shower wall, like the glass walls too, but that was like decades ago. We ended up picking that out, thankfully. I remember one time when I was younger, I was like a kid. I don't know what happened, if I slipped on a sock, the floor was wet or what. But like the edge of the tub, she's been on top of me basically like all day. The edge of the tub, I slipped and I hit my stomach on it. That was the first time like the wind has ever been knocked out of me. Whew, scary stuff. But I'll keep your father in my prayers, Sarah. I'm really sorry. I hope he's doing okay. But how have you girls been? How are things with the fam, Sarah? Sarah, did you ever do your market? How was it if you were able to do it? I don't remember. I don't know if we've spoken about that or not. I may not be on too long. One of my friends hit me up saying something about a job. I may have to run downtown, so I'm not sure. Hi, Monica. Y'all, I'm blind. I'm able to go live on my phone now. Ironically, after I bought StreamYard, I can go live on my phone. So I can't really see the chat. I don't know how to make it bigger. Y'all know I'm blind. Of course, I never have on my glasses. Okay, I'm done. Ooh. I feel like whenever you put metal in your body, it's so scary. Like rods and screws and all that stuff. Like I remember, like, while it does help, it doesn't. It causes other problems. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I can feel it when it's gonna rain type thing. My mom has a couple screws on her foot. For my adult headbands, this is what it looks like when it's completed. Right. You guys have seen them in the past. This is the green. I'm working on finishing all the gray that I have. I brought down yarn from upstairs in my craft room. And I do have a little bit of gray on me. I'm trying to get this out. I'm currently at 79 rows. I need 90 rows total. Okay, so you haven't had your market then yet. Okay. So that's good. I mean, you've had ample time to prep and stuff. Granted, life has happened, but I feel like there was one before, like earlier on, that you had mentioned you were working on. I'm not in Cary. I'm in Raleigh. Close enough, but slight difference. Right, so I'm literally on 89. I feel like I'm getting close to the end, so I'm just gonna crank out the rest. You're in Raleigh or Cary? Monica, do you how'd you find my channel? Are you another vendor as well? Or you just stumbled across my page? Are you a crafter? Tell us about yourself. The girls and I know each other. So we just be chatting it up. Working on it. Okay, that's good. Honestly, like, it's better to have more than not enough. And it's good that you started so much early on. I told myself I was going to start working on inventory for headbands in like August. August was anniversary, the first anniversary of my best friend's death. So it was rough for me. A lot did not get done. You guys know I'd lost employment at that time too. So just like I'm still trying to find like a happy medium. I haven't really applied for jobs just because I know, like, granted I do have like a little part-time, but it's not my career, right? I kind of want to throw myself into my business. I feel like this is an opportunity for me. Like this, something is just telling me to focus on this, right? Like it's always taking the back seat, but it's like, why should it? You know what I mean? So I don't know. I have tried applying to a few places. I haven't, been super stressed or like applying every day. Like I'll apply here and there. Again, I do have some income coming in at least. And then I do have a few markets. My markets that I had like planned out, or the market research that I did, because I don't really think I had that many planned per se. But my good notes planner that I had, like I posted, I showed you guys, that I had to update the app. And I updated it, but whenever I would go open it, it wouldn't work. Like it wasn't showing me anything. So I ended up deleting it to reinstall it. And of course, my calendar was gone. So I restarted it. I did buy the stupid membership or annual thing that it was like $10. So fine. If I were to buy a physical calendar, I would spend $10 anyways too. So why not, right? It was just like, let me just do it so I don't have to deal with this again. I think I had sent some of my research to like Naomi, and then I am on like a message board on Instagram too with like a whole bunch of other creators and vendors have stuff on there. So if anything, I can always find stuff on there as well. So yeah, but I'm honestly like I'm kind of focusing on consignment and wholesale right now. This is Red Heart, and I can't stand Red Heart. It's super hard for the machine. Raleigh. I just stumbled across. Oh wow, that's great, Monica. You've been hearing rumors? Oh no, that's scary. Yeah, no, I live under a rock. Honestly, I haven't thought to apply to Michael's because that's where I normally get my yarn from. Now that I've gotten into sewing, I obviously buy a lot more like fabric and stuff. So I do. I've been going to Joann's more to like pick up or like grab stuff. My Michael stuff, I've always used the same type of fabric, so I just like wholesale buy it. Like I do like the what is the Michael's bulk or something like that. But that's scary, right? I need to apply. I'll be slacking, y'all. Like right now, I just have like a little part time gig. Like I'm a bar back, and I love it because it's like kind of late nights. Y'all know night owls, right? Like it's 10 o'clock, and I'm just now really kind of getting to work. But I love working at night, so that'll be good for like during the day, and then I can go to the bar backing thing. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, the discount, bruh. And I'm so glad, Monica, that you found my page. Like, that's so cool. Um, as of right now, I mean, I don't know what part of Raleigh you're in, but I tend to be at Moore Square on Sundays. I should be there this weekend as well. Um, so definitely pop by, say hi. I'd love to meet you in person. You know, stranger danger is a real thing, so public place. um, But I had no idea about Joanne's. I kind of want to look into it now. Like, what's happening? Why is it happening? Like, I know there's a lot of like drama with like Hobby Lobby and stuff because like other things I don't particularly care to get into, but I didn't know about Joanne's. I know they've been having a lot of sales and stuff too. So, okay, bye. Hi, Sandra. Yeah, I go to the Moore Square Farmers Market. October is the last month that they'll be having it, and that's literally all I have planned right now. Again, I need to discipline myself and gather myself. So eventually, I'm hoping within like the next week or so, I really buckle down. I might even do it tomorrow. I'm not gonna have that much really to work on, and again, I feel like it's gonna be a long trip tomorrow, so I have time to get work done. Like I need to, you know, I'm gonna try and like pack a bag and just have things to be productive with, right? Not just sitting around, because it's a balance. So I'll probably work on this in the car, depending on like how my motion sickness goes, and then I'll look at like the markets and stuff. I just the stress. I remember last year this time I was booked every week. I'm trying to do every other weekend just so that one I can work weekends at my job, but also like prep in between. I do have another big market at Box Yard. It's in Durham with Triangle Pop Up. That one's expensive. I think that's the most expensive pop up I've done all year. I've applied to them in the past, but I always get waitlisted, and that frustrates me because then it's like, well, do I apply for other markets or do I just wait and pray that I get accepted? I don't know. It's frustrating. Um, want to pick. not her breaking. You know, that's happened to me before. Obviously not with the cat part, but I forgot what I was doing. I think I had just plugged in like a cable, like the charger into the wall. And oh, I was trying to record and charge at the same time, but the cord wasn't long enough. It was kind of like there was tension between the cord, the tripod, the wall, everything. I walk around to like go sit back down on the futon, and the whole thing just falls over. The cord breaks, everything. I think I had maybe used it like once, and I was just like, of course you would break the cord. Good job, Jazz. I mean, no, Daisy's equally as dramatic. Right now, she's not doing too much because she's laying down. She left me. She was right like on my side. She's in her bed now, staring at me. Oof. I'm going to. So this is my waist yarn that I'm putting now. Um, the waist yarn basically. I'm not. I don't think this is enough. I'm not gonna. I'll make a cupcake out of this, but this is it for the gray. Where was I going? Okay, yeah. So I'm putting the waist yarn on here first. I put waist yarn before at the start and at the end of the project so that I can then crochet the seams closed. All of these have on both sides. I really hope Joanne doesn't close. And then I know Maria technically doesn't work for Joanne's anymore. She's like one of the subsidies or the companies inside of it or something like that. But I think she still physically goes to Joanne. Or maybe I understood that wrong. But that would be bad for her. A lot of companies are like things are bad. Like people don't understand. Like the economy is trash right now. And even the last few markets that I've attended, like there's been reasonable attendance, but people weren't buying. I don't know. I feel like also with the transition of October, like I'm starting to bring back my winter stuff, but then I have like two or three winter things I don't have enough to like really call people's attention, which is why I'm doing this because again, I have a market on Sunday and I don't have any freaking product. One, two. Yeah. I mean, that's how I started too, Sarah. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to invest in a knitting machine because I didn't have time, you know? While yes, I worked at an office, like I couldn't sit at my desk and just crochet. You know what I mean? Like I didn't have time. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to invest in a knitting machine because hats take a while. They take anywhere between 30 minutes to an hour to make, even if you're fast, right? Or it has to be super chunky yarn and then it's like super bulky. And then I was just like, I don't like that, you know? And not that there's anything wrong with that. It's just not me. You know, it's not my aesthetic. It's not my brand. So I was like, I want something sleeker. I want something softer. And I want something faster. I'm over it. Um, I do crochet. I mean, I'm still crocheting some pieces now, but like I'm crocheting shorter pieces. I'm doing the baby booties now to go with hats. I haven't, and I want to make baby hats. I can make it on this machine. I may need to make the tension on the yarn tighter so that it's smaller, and then obviously less rows, right? So I do want to do baby hats. I want to bring in baby hats this year because I do have the booties, and that's something that's unisex for both male and female, right? Boys generally don't wear the baby headbands that I have. No, she sniffed her hand. Yeah, Daisy does that too. Like if I'm like when she came to lay under me, she was just like, "Okay, like pet me," and I'm just like, "Ma'am." Not like a football, the disrespect. So you know how to knit and crochet, Monica, but you just don't anymore. I feel that. Yeah. I mean, and that's really granted there's a lot of things one can make. I personally do not like making origumis. I feel like I would just be too much of a perfectionist when it came to that. And then like there's a lot of controversy in regards to the safety eyes, and then like ugh, I don't know. Then there's like felt eyes and all that stuff. I don't know. I prefer to stay away from that. I don't care to like crochet like clothes. Like people always tell me, "Oh, crochet tops." Don't want to do that. We're all different sizes. I prefer one size fits all things. So yeah, it's hard. Baby items I feel like are the easiest, and they're tiny. They're quick to make. No, I'm not using the drill. I have the automatic attachment. I did an unboxing on it a while back, so it's actually on here now. And then I mentioned earlier, Sandra, I saw my smaller Addi, the 22 needle. The counter doesn't work anymore. I'm assuming because of the drill attachment that I used to have before. So I've tried multiple like counters and things like that, and none of them have worked. I found a new one that they added or that they came out with. Technically, it's for the Central, and then it's like pink, like the Central. I was looking for the red one, and it's gonna kill me that it's pink and not red or black. But I digress. I got that, and I want to give it a try. Hopefully, it'll work for the smaller Addy because it's super frustrating to do that. Um, you're making baby sets. I've always thought of like making bibs and stuff. The booties that I'm making now, I remember there was a sewing pattern. I kind of want. I'm not doing this now, obviously, because I'm just doing like standard crocheting ones. But I do kind of want to make at some point when I actually give myself time to like design stuff. I want to make like a hybrid crochet slash sewn baby booty. So like I'm thinking like the bottom maybe like sewn with felt or like whatever is not like the fabric, and then maybe like the crochet toes and like the rest fabric. I don't really know. I'd have to see because then I need fabric that then matches my yarn. Like right now my fabric is all over the place, right? Like I don't have any color schemes in regards to fabric, but with my yarn I do have very particular colors. So I need fabric that goes perfectly with my yarn. And I don't have that right now. But ideally, like that's what I want. That's what I have in mind. Because again, I can crochet the like lip or the toe part in like 5 minutes. I can bust those out and then just sew everything together, right? So that's what I think I kind of want to do. And I've always looked at bibs and things like that, but with the whole like acronym that I don't know what it is, like kid safety laws or whatever is not. I've always been scared for like what fabrics to use, what liners, do I use fleece? Do I use this? Do I use that? But ideally, I would like to do something similar as that as well. Maybe like a sewn bib and then like a crochet like a shell edge, like a crochet border. I don't know, but I've always kind of wanted something like hand in hand, like mix and matchy type thing to kind of just combine everything. I don't know, but I'd love to see some of your stuff, Monica. Oh, oh, bet yeah. I've been doing kind of like a dual tone, and so far in the that I literally just put them out last week at the market. Um, but I've sold a couple at the store that I have my stuff for consignment at in Clayton. So I'm really excited about that. Okay. It's saying I have one roll. That's not true. I just switched yarn. Yeah, and then that's why, right? Because a lot of my knit stuff now is mix and match. So I do have. Do I have anything near me? I think they're all outside. No, I have some here. I think it's in my little. Let me grab it really quickly. It's in my like boxed into the sofa. I have here. I think I took pictures for like photography, like product photos and stuff. So let's see. Let me just grab all of these. Actually, here we go. So all of these are actually. I need to edit the photos because I don't even think I have them online yet either. But like this is the adult headband, right? And then I have the baby headband. Obviously, this is my old tag, right? But I did leave it on here so I know what size it is. So basically, everything is like mix and match. So this is the adult, this is the baby, right? Maybe you want like a more burgundy. You don't care for pink as like the mom. I don't know why I put parentheses in mom, but as the mom. And then you have the baby. You want maybe something softer. But this shoe is both a mixture. And again, you can even get the burgundy as well for the baby and do like a mix and match. It can be the same, it can be different, right? It doesn't have to be that matchy, but the shoes go complement both. So, like there's different ways, right? Like this whole bottom piece can be fabric, right? Other portions of like the whole thing is crocheted, but the whole thing doesn't have to be crocheted. I feel like it would just be super cute just to again play around with it and all that stuff. But again, I want to make sure I'm complying and all that good legal stuff, right? My Fire TV is updating. So yeah, this is the baby booty, and then this is the baby headband. And again, all my stuff is mix and match, right? So I even have like these. I have this is like the two colors that are in this baby booty, right? Like this is a nice gender neutral. It's a mustard and the tan. So if you don't know what they're having or they don't care to know the sex, this will be good. So I have a couple different. I want to say the tan and the hunter green. I have the tan and the mustard, and then I have, is it blue? I think it's navy and gray. And then I have the burgundy and pink. Yeah, I think I did like the basic like boy girl, and then I did like the color combos. But I have all these things that mix and match, and then I have like this is just like a stocking stuffer, right? You can just add something like a lower piece item. This is a pacifier clip. It's pink. It's crocheted. This is a basic. This is a half. This might be a half double crochet, but without the foundation chain, so like a little more stretchy. And then again, it just matches. You can mix and match. Just little things like that, like lower price items, right? Again, both colors. So then go with the baby booty. Like I like to mix and match things. Same thing with the hats are gonna be the same color spectrum. The hats will most likely be solid, and then you can kind of compare, mix and match whatever is not. So all of that will probably be on one grid wall, and then everything else would be on another. Not sure yet. I need to play around with this place too. And that's you have embroidery too. I feel like you can probably get more on embroidery, like higher price or higher ticketed items, or at least like when you're also making embroidery as something is working on the machine. Depending on how many stops and stuff there are, you may be able to crochet while you embroider. Yeah, I try to do like a buy two, say five, or um things like that. But I do want to get into like gift sets, like especially for the holidays. But yeah. Let me see something. Sorry, y'all. Okay. So sorry. Yeah. So I'm gonna let this run. Yeah, so Michelle, I don't have the drill attachment. I have the adapter. Again, I did the unboxing for the adapter last year. Or was it earlier this year? I think it was last year. Last year. Sometime last year, I did the unboxing and it's attached on here now. I'm not pressing anything. I'm just kind of holding the tension. I like to hold it so that if I feel a knot, like I can feel the knot coming before it breaks my tension. Because I also have a tension fork attached. I have all the attachments. And I'm getting one more. I may switch. I think I've been on here. I'm probably going to be on here for roughly an hour. I may switch over to TikTok. I don't really understand TikTok lives for real, but I do like that I can listen to music on there. So while this is like super loud and annoying to me, hopefully everyone else can hear the music behind it or something. I don't know. None of it really makes sense for real, but yeah, it's difficult. It's hard, y'all. But how are you, ladies? Like, I've missed you guys. Discord has been quiet. I think, was it yesterday or the day before yesterday? I was like trying to work late and nobody was on. Was it yesterday? I think it was. Okay, so I did get a good amount of stuff done yesterday. A lot of my sewn headbands that I had like over the summer, those I probably won't be making any more of. I do have a lot of Halloween fabric. I do want to get those done and finished. The pile is staring at me. It's like burning holes into my forehead right now. But I see that. That may be a task for the week. No problem. But I did make new head like papers, like the cardstock were inside the plastic. I haven't been putting them in the plastic, but I definitely need to do that now for the winter because rain, snow, not snow, but it rains, it gets cold, things fall to the ground. I'm not trying to have things get messed up on me. I've already been rained on a few times, not fun. So I want to start, I was trying to avoid all the plastic and the paper. It's not going to be a thing. So I just made some new cardstock, some signage and stuff. Not signage. I did make signs. You know what I'm trying to say, y'all. Like the little backing board that goes inside to kind of give it shape. One, I feel like with it having shape, people can kind of see what it is, and it's actually written on there. I have baby headband, I think like adjustable slash tieable, and then I have wide headband and then thin headband for the other one. So we'll see. We're at 70, so this one's almost done. Um, I'm missing some stuff. Yeah, I never understand it, but like I go on there every once in a while. People like send me things. I'll get like a penny here and there, right? I'm still not monetized on YouTube or anything. I mean, I just got to 2,000. I'm very grateful for that, but that's not. I'm not. You know what I mean? That's not gonna pay bills for right now. Later on the line, amen, thank God, but no. If you're up, I'd say like, what time do you normally go to bed, Monica? If you feel like you're gonna be up for a little while longer, then yeah, girl, cut some fat. If you feel like you're probably gonna go to bed soon, then just wait till the morning. One thing I can't stand is sometimes like I know you're just on the grind and it's like, oh, I need to do this now and blah blah, but sometimes when you're really tired, you mess up, right? So it's like I've had nights where I'm trying to sew, things are already cut because I always cut fabric first. Like I try to do things in like stages to bulk create, and I'll just be like, okay, everything is cut. I'm just gonna sew, but then my needle breaks. Not my needle, but like the needle dethreads. I have like my bobbin acting up, or the fabric is getting caught, and I'm just like, bruh, time to go to sleep. Too frustrated. I'm over it. I'm done. You know, like, and you're just too tired. You make mistakes. So if you're really tired, I'd say no. Just rest. Listen to your body. If you're not tired and you feel like you're gonna be up for a while, then yeah, I'd say go ahead and cut fabric. Good night, Sarah. Thank you for joining. Hit me up on Instagram. I don't know if I have your number or not. You may have sent it to me, but you're welcome to text me. If I haven't, hit me up, or I'm gonna look for you and I can send you my number on there because I'm horrible at communicating. I actually just messaged my other, like my main best friend, like my very first, like she's my wife. Like I was like, technically we're like not technically, but like we could low key be married. Like we've been friends for more than 20 something years. Like you're not getting rid of me. um, but I haven't spoken to her in like weeks, probably like months. Like I've just, again, with everything going on mentally, physically, like I've just been so out of it, and I've kind of just like not isolated myself, but like just closed myself in a little bubble, right? Like I don't know, it's a thing. It's bad. So I haven't really been talking to anyone unless you're like in my face. So I feel bad. So I reached out to her, and because I miss her, I want to check on her and see how she's doing, stuff like that. So we were chatting a little bit today, like texting and stuff. And there's time zones, and I'm horrible with remembering schedules, so I don't remember like when she starts or when she doesn't, and I don't want to call an inopportune. It's a thing. I'm rambling. Ignore me. But yes, Sarah, don't be a stranger, girl. I'll be here. Oh, absolutely. Honestly, that's the best way to get a hold of me is on Instagram. Night, Michelle. Oh yeah, the kids are still awake. Yeah, girl, go ahead and cut fabric. Yep, go ahead. It's gonna be a late night. Not a late nap. Yeah, those are frustrating. So yeah. Mine doesn't work a graveyard shift per se, but I know she works like the later evening shift. So I think if I remember correctly, she starts at 2 her time and then gets out like around 10 or 11. But then, like I go into work now at 12 generally, and I'm like, oh, like I want to call her, like while she's getting ready and stuff. But then, so let's say she goes in at 2. I would try to call her at 1 because I don't want to call too early and then she still be sleeping. So at least I want either she's just about to get out the door or like getting ready, right? So I'm like, okay, that would be 11 o'clock my time. So then I'm kind of still also getting ready for work or about to run out the door. So then with all the like the craziness that's in my mind, my ADHD, like I forget, and then when I get to work, it's too late. So I'm like, okay, well maybe she's already at work. It's a thing. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. Yeah, I'm horrible. I know I'm probably just overthinking it, but I don't know. 1, 2, 3. It's weird. I'm weird. Tell me something new, right? Okay. But yeah. What time does she work? Like, what's her shift like? And then I know you said the kids took a late nap. How old are the kids? Love, this isn't too loud, right? Like, I'm not keeping you up or anything. Okay. Because it's like I have this new attachment for the machine, and she's loud. She's very loud. Okay, but oh yeah, no, they're young, young. Oh yeah, so she goes in late, late. Now, what time does she normally like get up and get ready to go to work and stuff? Because I know some people who tend to work like graveyard shifts basically sleep damn near the whole day, or like they're. So I feel like there's no in between. It's either one, you sleep throughout the day and then you get up and go to work, or you wake up like 6 or 7 hours before shift, get everything during the day, and then go to work type thing. You know what I mean? Like there's some people who get up, go to work, and then do stuff, and then there's people who do stuff and then go to work. Does that make sense? Am I articulating that? But 2 and 4, they're tiny. They're babies. They're babies. I mean, my sister's 13 and I call her baby, so I'm biased. I'm looking at my like not my soda, but I was looking staring at the fabric that I have that's been haunting me, the Halloween fabric, and my cup of ice and water are over there on the sewing table. Tell me about it. I feel like someone is arriving to my house, or maybe across the street. I don't know what's happening. Maybe it's my neighbor. Yeah, that's how it is. And then I'm that annoying friend that sends you a million memes. So she'll just be like, "Bruh, stop sending me memes." And I feel bad because like I'm thinking of you, but then like yeah, it's bad. And then I have another friend. Her like we're in the same time zone. Like she also lives in Raleigh. She had an event yesterday too. I want to ask her how that went. But I'm thinking it now and watch me completely forget. Like I won't remember until like we talk again on the phone. But today's Friday. I think it was yesterday. I don't remember. She had an event and she was going to that and stuff. And I wanted to ask her how that was. But we always phone tag too. So like before, when we used to be colleagues, so we'd just always BS and stuff like at the bank. But then she left and then I'm no longer there. Or well, she went to a different bank. So we would kind of like call each other on our commute. It's funny, Daisy does this thing where like she cleans the area where she's gonna sit, and she's doing that right now, and she's like right by the phone. But I have my mic on, so I don't think you can hear it. It's funny to me as well. Like she's like dusting off her like bed. Because I know cats like kind of like push to like move things. She's not pushing, she's just like swiping. I don't know what to think. The dog is weird. Because now she's gonna sit where she was swiping. I don't understand. I don't try to understand. But um when we still work similar shifts, just different locations, because most bankers, it's not like, oh, are you still at a bank? No, it's like, which bank are you at? Um, she was at a different bank, so we would call each other on our ways to work, like on the way to work and then from work type thing. I'm like that in the car talker, right? Like I'm gonna call you when I'm in the car. That's the only time I want to talk on the phone for. Like, if I'm not listening to music, I want to talk to someone on the phone. But when I get home, I'm no longer in a talking. Like I'm no longer in a talking. So like, low key, if you call me back, I'm not gonna answer. Sometimes when I might not see it, and then other times I'm no longer in the mood to talk. I'm just being frank, and I mean, we know that. Like both feel the same way. So um, now with my new job and us not having the same like schedule time, like she'll call me and I'm like on my way into work getting ready, so I can't really answer, or I'm with a client, or it's just the bar. It's a thing. It's all of it's a thing. Um, Probably. I'm normally at Moore Square. Again, right now I'm there for the Moore Square Farmers Market, but I've done a lot of the First Friday events at Moore Square. There was another like Sunday brunch thing there that I did. What else is there? Raleigh Night Market has something at like City Market, but that's not Moore Square. No, yeah, that was with Moore Square last year as well. Because they just took over the whole freaking thing. Um, and then there was just like there's a lot of markets at Moore Square. Like Moore Square just loves markets. So yeah, I've been there. I've been to multiple places, but I try to stay at Moore Square. It's just easier. I used to have a little venue as well, like a little store in the borough that's a block away from Moore Square, right? Stuff like that. So, yeah, and then so same thing with my like best friend that's across country now. Like that was our time too. So it's kind of just like that was our little isolated bubble where it's like you can vent, you can cry together, you can pray together, like whatever you gotta do, like that's your time. And my friend, so again, I used to do the same thing with multiple people, right? So my best friend, when she was in this time zone, she again, and her work schedule kind of fit with mine. We'd call each other, like, kind of check in. My depression really gets me in the mornings. Like, I do not want to get out of bed. Like, it is a struggle for me to get out of bed. So, like we'd call each other, kind of like check in, or like if I'd wake up but didn't want to get out of bed, like, just talking to her would kind of like wake me up mentally, and then it would be easier to get up physically. And then when also seeing her get ready, right? Like she's a makeup girly, she's always glam. Not always, but like she likes her makeup, so she's getting up, she's getting ready, like doing all this stuff. I barely wash my face in the mornings. Like I always shower at night. Not always, generally I shower at night. So, like brush my teeth, try to figure out what's going on with my hair, and then I'm out the door, right? And like she's doing her makeup, gluing down her lace, and I'm just like, bruh, how? So we would talk, and that would like motivate me to get up. And then again with my other friend here, Fabi, we'll just kind of talk on our commute. And like she'll tell me, "Oh, my husband's calling, or my sister and my mom," and I'm just like, "This is my time. Tell them to call you back later." I definitely feel that. And me specifically, like having OCD, like it helps. It definitely helps. Just routine, and again, like that's what I'm trying to get into now. Is like routine, discipline. Like, I need to figure it out. You know. No, and then it's funny because both of our families are always calling us. Like, I'm on the phone, and then it's my mom or my sister or my grandmother or my aunt, and I'm just like, bruh. So when I'm on the phone, I'm just like, well, this like we're mid conversation, unless I know like something important or whatever. It's not like I will like, okay, hold on. But then your family grabs you, and then you're on the phone for like half an hour. Like there'll be times where her and I are talking, and she gets a call, or I get a call, and then we forget that we're like on hold because like I have a bad habit of also driving in a car, like silent car. So we'll scare each other when we come back on the line because we're like, hello, and just like heart attack because it's like I forgot you were there and I didn't expect to hear anyone like speak to me in my silence. It's bad. It's very bad. I'm glad I'm not the only one then because I'm driving. Like I'm kind of so scared because like clearly we were talking about something who got interrupted. So like in my mind, I'm kind of thinking about it, or like I'm just like, oh well, like what is this, or what is like I just start like I spiral in something else and into my thoughts, and then when she gets like, and it's not like 5 or 10 minutes later. No, I mean like a good 20 minutes later. I'm just like, bruh, you scared me. Like genuinely scared me. I love this. Best investment. Love it. Yeah. So Sandra, there has to be a serial number on it so that if something ever were to happen, the serial number is if we're gonna tie it to the item, right? So like, let's say you're making shirts. Every shirt has its own serial number, so that when you go look at that serial number, you can say, okay, that item was made with XYZ, right? So you're just not adding a random number. Like, yes, you can technically make up the number, but you then have to know, like, so if you make an Excel of all this, your serial numbers, right? Whatever you go to then use that serial number, like you then have to like type it next to it. Um, baby boot. What is it? Like the bummies, like the little like diaper covers, right? Like something like whatever, right? Like whatever those are called. You would have to say, okay, it was made with blah blah blah. So then, if God forbid you're ever sued, you can say, okay, well this had this, and it falls under this and this rule, and it's approved by blah blah blah. Now, there are exceptions to the rule, right? If it's what is the item, right? Let's say for bibs, I looked up bibs, which is why I haven't made any bibs. If it's made with ABC material, you don't need it. It's already approved. If it's made with XYZ material, then you need it, right? Um, and then where are you getting the material from? Is the material approved, right? So let's look at Caesar, right? I use Gerber baby onesies. That's already kid friendly. It's already approved. Blah blah blah, right? Now with let's say Caesar. Caesar is CP. What is it? CPSC certified. Like it's approved as kid safe. It's one of your manufacturers that's approved. I don't need to worry about that because again, it's safe for kids. It's been tested and proven, whatever. And I'm not changing the garment per se. I'm just adding onto it. And again, the one thing that I'm adding to it is been safe, it's approved. So I don't need to do any of that. But let's say you're making a garment from scratch. My baby headbands. My baby headbands are made with polyester. And most of my fabrics are from Joann, which are certified, like the Kid Pop, Pop It, or K-pop, whatever the not K-pop, whatever they're like Joann, like polyester, cotton, kid fabric thing. Again, that's been certified, that's been approved. Those are all okay. So all of my headbands, I don't particularly have to worry about adding in the label or the number or anything like that. It depends on what you're making. Now, if I were to make bibs, yes, I have to make tags for them, and I have to put SKUs on all the tags, different SKUs per tag, which is why I have not started making bibs because I'm scared less. Okay? Y'all know I'm paranoid for no reason. So imagine with reason, bro. I can't do it. Oh, excuse me. I don't think this is enough pink to make more. Again, so I'll just cupcake that. This is all trash. Rubbish. Alright, so oh, I have another pink. Haha, lies. We will continue using this. Well, for the next time, because I'm already done with this one. Oh, this can actually be my chart. There's a website that you can use, Sandra, that basically when I looked, if you look up the acronym, you can see like regulations and whatever is not, like it'll give you, like I looked up headbands, or no, I looked up bibs, right? And then so it'll tell you the categories, when it applies, when it doesn't apply, what's approved, what's not approved, and you can go through and do like a simulator. Like again, I did bibs, I wanted to do, so it'll be like if it has bibs and for kids and blah blah blah. Like it's actually pretty user friendly, surprisingly, because I was scared, but it's not bad. It's not bad. Nancy has something that I think is really cool. She has like a stamp, I think she has, or she's using sublimation transfer. I don't remember. I know somebody, was it Nina maybe? Who did like a trans, like I think it was like she uses sublimation to put it on the garment. Like the number, the serial, everything just has to be on the garment, right? So I don't know. I mean, I don't there's different ways you can do it, right? Like it'll say, to not hurt the aesthetic. Like it gives you a good amount of stuff. Like for my bows, there isn't really a place that I can put the SKU on it. I mean, maybe on the inside, but again, with it being retieable, it'll mess up the aesthetic, right? So there's stuff on there that you can look at and just it's very helpful. I liked it at least. Still scared, but I liked it. Ooh, not me stopping it. Literally right on the bruh. The little things in life that bring me joy. So Monica, do you sell things as well? I know you sew and you have like you make things yourself, but do you sell any of your stuff that you make? Ooh, my little pile is growing. I haven't had one of these piles in almost like not a year because obviously I had markets in like January and stuff and February, but it's been so long. I miss my little piles like this. I know I'm corny. Just don't ignore me. You want to try a market? What are you talking about, Monica? I'm sorry. I ramble and there's always a lag, so I don't know what you're talking. Like I don't know what of what I said you're referring to. um, yeah, it's again, it's hit or miss. You know, some markets are great, some markets are not. Um, I've done less this year. I've done more throughout the year because I normally don't do any in the summer and stuff because I did have like summer product. I did, but now is my busy season, right? So again, I was trying to give myself every other weekend. We'll see. I need to do the research again and see when the events are. That'll help me figure out when to apply to what. But I do need to apply for November is the best. Even like December too. Like I don't know. Like markets are so hit or miss. And it's wild to me because people do crazy figures at market. I have yet to do like I've never hit four figures at a market. I think the most I've ever done in one night was like maybe $600 or $700. And I'm like freezing my butt off. Like people are buying because they don't have anything else to wear. Like I've had people literally buy a blanket and wear it because they're freezing. Oh, nice. Yeah, a lot of my friends don't have kids in the age range of my products. So it's harder for me to sell to like friends and family per se. And then immediate, like, I only have immediate family here in Raleigh. Everyone else is kind of further out. So I don't really see them that much to particularly like sell to them. And then a lot of my friends don't have kids. My friends are either, I have a few friends that are exactly my age, like we were born in the same year. And then most are either younger by 5 to 10 years or older by 5 to 10 years. So it's a weird mixture. But most don't have kids. And if they do, they're out of the like toddler stage. But yeah, it's I don't know. Your friends are better than mine. I'm just gonna say that. I've definitely had a lot more like stranger support, and I've had clients that have become friends. That's one way to put it. The male people know you. I love that. I think my male person is Chris or something. You have 9 siblings? I barely have one. Like, I'm damn near my sister's mom. And most of the stuff, like, I give to her because it's like, again, she's the baby. Yeah, I mean, she's definitely not buying anything from me. I have to bribe her to work for me. um, I have to bribe her with Zaxby's so she can help me. It's okay. So she's when I was at the store, there was a girl who sold stickers, and she's like, "I want a sticker. I want a sticker." And I'm just like, one, I'm not paying $5 for a sticker. So sorry. Great quality. I'm sure. I refuse because it's like when you're a crafter and you know you can make things, it's like I'd rather spend $40 on supplies, $40 on supplies to make it myself than to pay $5 for a sticker. You know what I mean? And I already have I have the Cricut, I have all that stuff. So I was like, we'll make them at home. We'll make them at home. It never happened. So because one, she hasn't really been helping me like in regards to making product. She knows how to use a knitting machine, and she did help me a lot with the drill attachment. So I'm hoping that the new attachment that I'm getting, like the row counter for the smaller addi, works. Because if that's the case, I'll have her kind of work with this, which is clearly a million times easier. And I'll do like the hard row counting stuff with the baby ones, with the other ones. But I would bribe her with Zaxby's to help me. But now she wants to make her own stickers. So we got into that. We made some. She last weekend, because so some markets are very like strict on what you can and can't do. The farmers market, it's super lax. No one really cares. It's generally handmade stuff, obviously locally grown produce, but every once in a while there'll be like a boutique or just randomness. So I made her almost, I think, over 100 stickers the other day, and she got her first sale. She was really excited. I think we're selling them 1 for 2 or 3 for 5, something like that. But she loves her stickers, and then like right now she's super into D&D, so they're all like D&D themes. And then she picked like a couple random like Halloween designs. Look at her focusing on the times. She was too cute. But yeah, she got her first sale, so I'm really proud of her. It's a whole thing. So I don't have to bribe her anymore to help me because she wants to kind of come over and work on them. I want to teach her, right? A lot of it, it's already, I did the bulk of it already. Like she did the designing. I'll go in and I'll clean it for her. I'll download the image, upload it into Canva, not Canva, Cricut, edit whatever needs to be edited, flatten at the borders, all that good stuff. Not border, like the offset. There are a few that I do need to kind of like clean up a little bit, but I might try to clean them up in Canva and not Cricut because it's painting Cricut. But yeah, I'm excited. She's becoming a little businesswoman. I don't know, it's weird. She's like growing up so fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But yeah, she got had her little corner set up. She displayed like she put her merchandise the way she wanted it. And I was like, okay, sis, I'll see you. And then again, she had a sale, right? I mean, I barely had like 3 sales myself on this past Sunday, but it was so cute, you know. Like I gave her little $5. Oh yeah, no, she's a big nerd. Every Friday, she was calling me on Wednesday, um, to figure out her ride for Friday. Like not even Thursday, like because she knows I'm always busy and like running around, so she has to call me with ample time. So she was calling me Wednesday, but I was working, so I wasn't able to answer her. And I think I called her back yesterday morning, or not morning, but like afternoon, like when she got home from school. And I was like, "You called?" She's like, "Oh yeah, I was trying to see if you could take me to D&D, but one of my friends is taking me. It's okay." And I was just like, "Barbara." Oh, this is one of the things I do not care for about this, about the attachment. This falls off a lot. So try not to be too high up because it will fall. Surprisingly, it hasn't fallen that much today. Normally it falls a lot more, but I think it's fallen twice. And honestly, for me to have been live over an hour and that just falling only once, it's a little shocking. Oh, see, that's so cute. See, and this is why I like to hold the. Ironically, I need the handle now. I like to hold the fabric, even though I do have my tensioner on here. I like to hold it so I can feel for knots. I went back a tiny, tiny bit, and there's a knot right here. I don't know if you guys can kind of see that, the knot. There we go. This will probably be my last one. I just realized by saying it that I've been on for over an hour. I'm probably gonna finish this last headband, grab my beverage because your girl is thirsty. I need my water, and then I'll probably hop on to TikTok and we can listen to some musica. We will see. We will see. Well, I know I'm definitely getting on to TikTok, but just I don't know if it's gonna be directly right after or I'm gonna take a little breaky break. Part of me wants to make cakes before I work with yarn, but I know that this yarn is generally okay. It's just more so like the back piece. But it doesn't get too tangled up on itself if you pull from the inside. Which is again one of the reasons why I just love to work with this fabric. Or not fabric, yarn. Oh no, by all means, if you're not able to come over, it's okay. Um, no pressure at all. I was just letting you know I was probably gonna be getting off soon. I didn't want to blindside you. There's a fly. I just heard it. There's a piece of hair. It's like getting knitted into the headband. Bruh. I love audiobooks. I have Audible, and then I also have not have, but like I'll subscribe to people on YouTube that have audiobooks. One of the girls that I used to listen to, I think her YouTube got shut down or something because all of the books I had are like deleted, so that's a little frustrating. And but they're her work, or at least so she says. So we'll see how that goes. Um, I was actually thinking of listening to some the other day, just because I haven't listened to an audiobook in a while. Like sometimes when I used to be sewing, I'll either listen to an audiobook or kind of just like do the studio vlogs as well. So I was thinking about that when I was gonna sew. I need to sew something for an order that I haven't done yet, which is bad. But I was like thinking about like listening to audiobook and it was just gone. I was just like, how rude. How rude. I haven't tried Libby. I've when I first started reading, I used to read pure smut. Of course, after 50 Shades, like that was the whole trending thing, no. Um, I was a lot younger. I was in college. I couldn't really afford books per se, so I would read a lot on Wattpad. Wattpad is very hit or miss, right? Because any and everyone can write on there. So you have anywhere between a 10-year-old kid venting and giving you her fan fiction, right? Or you have a 30-year experience writer, well edited, clean, all that stuff, right? So it's hit or miss. I've read great books on there, and I've read horrible books on there where it's like I can't with the grammar errors. I have to go away. Like there's some you can kind of like work around it or whatever, but then there'll be books where like there's super huge plot holes. The main character is named one thing, and then I guess they changed it mid book, and they didn't go back and edit it. It's yeah. The sister's dead in one chapter. The sister is alive in the next. It's crazy. But I used to listen or read a lot of stuff on there. There was one. I forget the author's name, but there was one book I loved a lot. And it was like I love series because again I can't be like one and done. Like I need more and more and more. But I was on Wattpad, and then I think Wattpad, one of the authors that I really liked a lot was like, oh, read me on this other app, something with an R that's red. I don't know. I don't remember the name. I just remember like the app icon type thing. And I went on there and I had to like there were points and like you can read a certain number of chapters a day or like you'd have to wait. Like you can either I think it was like higher income. This was before you can like actually pay for anything on Wattpad. Sometimes you can pay to read things in advance or as it comes out. But on the other app basically you would either have to wait like 2 weeks for it to be free, or you can buy it then and there. And you would buy chapters, because who wants to wait for the whole book to be written and then the book come out, right? We don't do that. So yeah, and then I think there's been a couple others, and then I've seen like apps and stuff for books, but Wattpad was like, or still is, my go-to. I'll try to do like free books and stuff too on like Amazon, because I am a Prime member, so I still technically also get that as well, but I prefer Wattpad. If I'm not buying the actual like I don't have the physical book or like the digital copy of it. Yeah. And adventure is definitely a good way to put it. Okay, so I will try that then, Libby. I actually recently just started going to the library on Green Road. Like I taught my sister about it. She's going as well. Like I got her a library card, stuff like that. So I'm really excited. I definitely want to start going more often. They have events and stuff, which I think is cool. So yeah. Woo. Ooh, again, right on the money. Okay. All right, guys. I'm at 87. I think I'm gonna get off at 90. So it'll be like an hour and a half. No, I said I was gonna wait till I finish that, but I might be able to at least get started or finish up another one. I'm gonna need to get more yarn for the waist. I'm running very, very low. I don't know if this is gonna be enough. It'll probably be enough for now, but not for the second part. Ooh, I don't want to play yarn chicken. I may have screwed this up. Yeah. I lost yarn chicken. And I lost my handle. Where'd it go? See, this is how you know it's time to get off live. So I'm gonna undo this, but I will do this off camera. We are officially at an hour and a half. Thank you guys for watching, for joining me. Monica, it's been a pleasure to meet you cyberly. Again, I will be at Moore Square on Sunday. Come through if you're free. It's 11 to 3. I'll be there for the rest of the month every Sunday. I know there's another market. One of my friends is having Chance's Flea. It's off of Newbern. I know it might be closer to you, instead of going all the way downtown. But yeah, I won't be there, but I'm sure there'll be a lot of great vendors, a lot of like thrifted vintage stuff. But I'm gonna get off here. I'm so thirsty. My drink is like staring at me. And this is what I mean about like, okay, yeah, time to stop, time for a break, right? Like when things go wrong, it's the Lord said pause. So yeah, I'm gonna take a break, turn this off completely so that it's like it's so quiet now. I have no idea what the audio sounds like, so I'm so sorry. I put the mic on to try and cancel out some of the background noise. Not sure. But again, I'm gonna take a little break, maybe watch an episode. Don't know, don't touch me. Of The Voice, and then I'm definitely gonna get on TikTok. Um, or I might just watch it on TikTok because I can do that. I don't know, but I'm gonna take a break and then I'm gonna go live on TikTok. So again, thank you guys for watching. Thank you if you're catching this on the replay. I know lives are weird watching them on replay because it's like I have a bad habit of commenting as if the person can see it in time, but that's not the case. But it is late. I know you guys are tired. But again, just thank you for keeping me company. And I'll see you in the next one.